We have a 2007 Chrysler PT Cruiser. We're going to go through the steps in order to replace the fuel pump. We'll start by bleeding the pressure off the system using our pressure relief valve on our gauge. Be sure and capture the fuel into a safe container. Before beginning any repair, we'll disconnect the negative battery cable. In order to do a proper fuel pump replacement, we need to clean the inside of the tank, and that will require the removal of the tank. At the rear of the tank, disconnect the fuel filler hose and vent line. At the front right corner of the tank, disconnect the two electrical connections. Be sure and slide the safety retainer over before disconnecting. Disconnect the emissions line and disconnect the fuel line. Be sure and capture any residual fuel into a safe container. With the fuel tank properly supported, remove the two tank straps and remove the tank from the vehicle. It's a good idea to clean the outside of the tank before removing the module assembly. This will keep any excessive debris from getting in the tank. After cleaning the outside of the tank, disconnect the electrical connection and the fuel line fitting. To remove the module from the tank, we'll use a non-ferrous brass punch and turn the locking ring counterclockwise. Be sure and inspect the locking ring, making sure that it's not damaged in any way that would hinder the reinstallation. As you remove the module from the tank, keep in mind that the reservoir will have residual fuel. Be sure and capture this into a safe container. At this point, we need to drain the remaining fuel into a safe container and then clean the inside of the tank. We want to be sure that the tank is as clean as possible to allow a clean environment for the fuel pump. With the inside of the tank thoroughly clean, we're ready to install the new Airtex module assembly. By replacing the complete module assembly, you're replacing the fuel filter and pressure regulator. With the new tank seal in place, lower the module into location. As you position the new module into the tank, be sure and align the locating tab with the appropriate fuel. With the module fully seated, reinstall the locking ring turning it clockwise, making sure that it's fully seated into location. Reinstall the fuel line and the electrical connection, making sure to slide the safety tab into place. With the tank fully raised into position, reattach the tank straps. Reconnect the fuel filler hose and vent line. At the front of the tank, reconnect the fuel line, the emissions line, and the two electrical connections, making sure to slide the safety retainers into place. With the repair complete, reattach the negative battery cable. Cycle a key 2 to 3 times in order to charge the system. Start the vehicle and monitor the fuel pressure, making sure it's within vehicle specification. Now before we remove our pressure gauge, we'll shut the vehicle off and bleed the pressure using our pressure gauge, making sure to capture any fuel into a safe container.